The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork, pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
A little bit of everything. I do some singing, some dancing, some chatting with the guests, the skits, the monologues, the comedy.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Wonderful comedy.
It really is a lot of
98
It's like, oh boy, that's more proof. This guy, there were meetings, and people who like you know how it works, but I thought of Brady having fired that guy. And I looked and I went over and I just said, great job, buddy. You guys are the best in the business. All he has.
He was promoted.
I don't care what my buddy says.
I don't care what my friend on the radio says. You guys are the best in all he is. Just shouted across the way. Thanks, Holmberg. You're welcome. You got one supporter on the show for sure. I'll be sure to dump trash at Brady's. You bet. So it was very funny because I thought, oh boy. These people are going to get it for stacking that thing so high. Nope, he went out and cleaned it up. You, on the other hand, not so much. Just knock it down, throw it around.
They never have that problem at my place. Don't overstack.
I think you should take your 2 years' worth of summer warehouse sauce and stuff in there and make that thing 3,000 pounds. And then just like they broke all the glass in the world in the bottom of it. And then they got to clean up the back of that truck. Hilarious. Plus, you don't need to have all that sauce anyway. Nobody wants that much sauce.
They already hate you, so it's
why
no
not?
big deal.
Now let's start a war. I've been watching too much Sopranos.
I'll just leave the caps open, too.
Oh, yeah. There's no reason. Yeah, uncap them all and put them all in there. Stack it up. It's going to take a little time. You and Kirby can do a project. Put all your sauces in those bins. Keep your trash out for a week and just have it just poured down, rain down barbecue. That way you're two birds, Brady. You're getting rid of all that sauce. I don't know. I started thinking about that yesterday for no reason, too. Why don't you just leave it in the warehouse? I watched those shows where they open warehouses and the stuff that was there from the last guy, they get to keep.
You do, but you continue to pay on it, I believe.
No, you don't. You stop paying. That's the whole point of that show. You just go, I'm done paying for this.
And they lock you out.
Okay, and then you're locked out, and they keep your stuff. That's in the contract.
Turns out like Storage Wars then.
Right. Then Storage Wars shows up, like later, to a bunch of smoky hot sauce.
I went back and I was a little high on the case count.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got 11.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, it's still a lot of sauce. Now
it's mostly the small bottles. It's like 8 or 9 of the hot sauces.
Yeah. Now it's on you, though, to start handing those out. Otherwise, it clogs up your house. I'd have just left them there.
Yeah. We got slammed with emails yesterday offering to take those off your hands.
Yeah.
So a lot of listeners didn't get a chance to make it to the restaurant.
There you go.
They're in.
Get it
I
to
got
them.
emails for you.
I'll set up a tent one day.
What? Why don't
just do it out front here in the morning?
I'll
right
set up
outside.
the tent and just drive by. Come by.
Bottle of sauce.
Yeah.
Bottle of sauce.
Morning cup.
Some sauce.
We'll blow it out.
Yeah, just leave them laying around outside. You don't have to hand them out. Nobody's going to want to meet over sauce. You put it on the sidewalk, and whoever wants it. It's like Guadalupe, only delicious. It's perfect that way. I had an incident. It was very funny. The drive this morning was much better. We went over 60 miles an hour twice. I saw the thing click over to 60 two times.
She's got to be just
it
fatigued or
got
a little tired.
It got to 64. There's pressure. There's pressure from the passenger seat.
Yeah.
64, and then it clicks back down 63, 2, 1. Well, I first thought we were in big trouble because at the initial light to get on the freeway, we were behind a cop. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a 45-mile-an-hour drive, and she's not passing him. She goes, I'll pass a cop if he goes slow. I'm like, define slow in your world. What's slow? Like, stopped? So we get on, the cop takes off. He's got business. And I'm like, thank God we don't get into this. So I'm like, I'll get that back. So get up to like 60 at one point. And I'm like, look at us go. 61, 2. I'm like, oh, she got to 4. And I felt the foot go off the gas. Back down.
Bring her down.
I am sweating a little. I'm like, all right, it's just 60-something. I don't know what this speed thing. Well, I'm not used to this car. We get in here. Like, all right, we're good. I see Brett. There's a cop outside, I know. We talk for a second. I go back inside, and I go take a leak in the bathroom. Now, what I did when I went into my little office, I unlocked the door, and I shut it behind me, and I had the keys. And I put the keys on the desk, and I'm like, if something goes wrong here, these boys don't know how to get in here and get me. And now the keys are out. I'm like, nothing's going to happen. Nothing. I'm not doing anything dumb. But just for safety measures, I'll sit to pee just in case. So if I just can't, like, take a tumble with this bum hip. So I sit down on the toilet. I'm taking a leak, doing my thing, and I can't really get up. I'm like, this toilet's a little lower than mine at home. Finally get up, and as I'm standing up, my phone falls right out of my pocket onto the floor. Now, I can't pick up anything off the floor. Like, there's no getting – I want one of those sticks that old people have for grabbing stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I sit back down on the toilet, and I can't get there. Get the foot involved. It can't reach either. I got my pants all the way off now because if my legs are constricted by pants and I try to stretch one way or the other, this thing fires off like this painful shot. So I have to take my pants all the way off. So I'm standing there pantsless in a pair of Jordan 6 rings, which look great with no pants on, and a T-shirt. Phone on the floor. I'm like, all right, I can get my phone over there. I still can't get it. So now I'm like, well, the only option now, get on all fours. Crawl to that phone. I don't know. I didn't know this. I can't get on all fours. Meanwhile, I'm setting off the toilet flusher every time I cross in front of this thing. So I wasted. I go to Thornburg. You hate me the most today.
She was slapping you.
80, 90 gallons of water down the drain for no reason.
Sounds like Marcus's show on Sunday.
It sounded. Yeah, Into the Pit was playing in the bathroom. Terrible. So I finally get the phone in my hand. And I go to stand up, and I realize I'm on the floor in the bathroom. The bathroom door's locked. My office door's locked. I've got the phone. I can call you to tell you show's over. Wait till Amy gets here because she's the only one with a key. We'll start about 8:30 because nobody has a key to this door. I'm locked in. Finally, the struggle gets to the top. I get old Betty Sullivan, my cane, pop that thing up, stand up, and I'm up. Now the real chore begins. Getting these pants back on. That ain't easy. Got to sit back down on the toilet, work the bad left foot into the hole, right foot in, and then I got to try to figure out how to reach it. So I lift my right leg up, get my pants on. Not a one of you was aware of it. Nobody knocked. Nobody cared. I was in the bathroom for like 15 minutes.
I was wondering. It was a while, and I thought Brett said, he's here. He's in the elevator.
Yeah,
and then
elevators are bad, too.
It was about 10 minutes went by. I'm like,
that's how slow that elevator is.
I'll tell you what.
It's pretty slow. I figured you got wrangled by a Neanderthal or something.
No. I nearly died trying to pick up a phone. That I couldn't even let you guys know without the phone that I was in trouble. Crawling around, ass up in the air at work. That's the first time that's ever happened for me. I've never had my pants I don't think I've ever had my pants all the way off at work.
Well, you're ready to go work for the other station down the hall.
I know.
Man,
I was a KDKB morning show for a minute.
I
was crawling around with my pants
get on all
off.
fours, though. That's a deal breaker.
I did, though. I had my ass up. I'm on all fours in a private bathroom.
Yeah, you're in a better position.
Welcome to the Woody Show. Alt Lives Lives. And my ass was out. You could feel cool air on it. Because when I'd reach, the cheeks would open a little bit. Feel that cool air, that fresh minty breeze. Like I gave my ass a Klondike. Oh, it's ridiculous. Some of the stuff that's gone on has been absolutely hysterically stupid. Like, this is just helplessness at its weirdest.
Also, a realistic, I'm like, imagine if that was the full time and that was it. That was your...
Oh, it wouldn't be. You know me. Yeah. You know me.
Right.
It would end tomorrow.
You'd have that 24-hour period.
Of saying goodbye to people.
Yeah.
Over the phone, because I wouldn't even come out of the bathroom with no pants on.
Look, I can't get on all fours anymore.
Yeah, I can't get on all fours, and my pants are laying in the corner, and I can't figure out how to get those on. So this is it. It's been nice knowing you. It's been nice. Fair to Midland, I'll say. Your friendship. See ya. Huh? What just happened? John just called and said life was fair to Midland. Yeah. I don't know how I'd kill myself in that bathroom.
What if they told you that, okay, it's not permanent, but it'll take you 3 months to get out of it?
3 months?
Yeah, of rehab and...
To not be able... Well, no, that's just accidents. Like I have to crawl around all the time?
Yeah, for 3 months.
The only way I can transport myself from A to B is to crawl?
Yeah.
for 90 days. That's actually, I can make that funny. So I'll go with that. I can actually make that, I can find funny in that. No, you tell me that I'm like, look, I start thinking about it when they say you're not going to have your pinky anymore. Like, you're going to lose a pinky. I'm like, no, I'm kidding, huh?
It's not the only thing I'm losing.
Yeah, that's it. So how long is that? Will it grow back? No, it's permanent. I'm going to go ahead and, I've lost enough with the hair, and let's just end it here. Can I still pull a trigger? Oh, yeah, you got your index finger. All right. I'll probably end that. I don't want to lose things. I'll take bones off, stuff you can't see, but things I use, you know. Can you replace it is the question.
Right.
Can it be put back? Fake or otherwise. Can it be replaced?
Robo-hand.
And I don't want to hear it from, like, women and stuff. It's fake. It's dead. You have women, you're covered in fake. Your bodies, your makeup, your hair, your clothes, everything's about, like, making it look like you got stuff under there you don't. So I got no problem replacing the innards. You put fake in me, I'm fine with it. So long as, but that crawling around thing, it's an eye-opener. And the day you realize I can't move my leg to the right with my pants still on, I got to take my pants all the way off at work. Hey, you're right. I was a KDKB guy. Because I guarantee you, everybody at KDKB, when I say, I've never had my pants all the way off at work other than to maybe change my pants. And I don't even think I've done that. Maybe 3 times in my entire existence. The old work, I had a shower because I worked all night and then would start a new day. So I'd bring extra clothes and freshen up at the old work.
And
I
it
showered
actually
here
put
that
out
one
hot
time.
water, too.
Yeah, it was an actual human shower. It wasn't
Not
something
this
for
cold one that we
yeah,
have.
it wasn't something for
The
prisoners
ice shower.
like Silkwood shower we have here. Would never use that again. I'd be covered in my own feces and go home before I'd ever do that. That shower here is terrible. But I had to do that a couple times. But just for the general sake of taking your pants off. And I've boned at work. Not this one, but the old one quite a bit. Pants always went to the knees.
Not Guadalupe.
No.
Yeah, before that.
No. God, no.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. Hildy could have shown up pre-children in Guadalupe and said, I'm yours. I'm like, we'll catch everything. And this building alone is...
He would have been on a Dr. Pimple Popper episode after that.
I got this thing on it looks like a grapefruit grow off the side of my dick. You work in Guadalupe? Yeah, it's in the air.
Whenever someone mentions that, all I think about is that, like, love sack thing or that red velvet couch.
That room that they had. A
sex room for the promo kids?
Yes.
But yeah, my butthole was in the air at work today. Congratulations, Brady. You were part of it.
I smelled something.
And I thought, well, you wouldn't have smelled a thing other than sandalwood, bourbon, and sugar. See, that's how I know he's got rust butt. He assumes buttholes must stink. Mine doesn't. It smells great. It's amazing. But, yeah, I don't think I want to do that again. I don't think that's a thing. I think I'm just going to keep it. The beehole stays in. But then I realized that you guys would have to find me that way with Amy. You have to wait for a key, show up, and there I am, like, pantsless, in the corner, waiting. Sorry about that, fellas. I got lost. Why are your pants off? I'll explain in a minute.
We'll just send Amy in.
That's fine. She go in there and help me put my pants back on. Oh.
With the Dua Lipa playing.
Oh. that would help a lot. Dua Lipa could come in at that moment, and I'd be ready. 'Cause that's how I want to meet Dua Lipa. Helpless with my pants off somewhere. That'd be nice.
Crying on the floor on
Crying
all fours.
on the floor. All fours. Whatever she wants to do at that point. I'm fine. My hip will be cured. Cured. What are you going to say?
Speaking of beautiful music, last night was the Fall String concert.
Oh, you had to go to it?
Yes.
Didn't you do that already once?
A year ago.
Yeah,
It
that's
came around so quick.
All of them.
It's once a year, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
That's too
Once
much.
a lifetime, Brady. Oh, and Kirby still plays?
Yeah, you have to.
You need to discourage
That's
that.
cool.
Well, they make them play one.
Yeah.
Why?
They have a choice. Either play the string instrument or you're in choir. And a lot of people opt for the choir because it's a lot easier, you know.
Sure, you don't have to learn anything but
Yeah.
words. You already
But
know
it was
those.
split this year, so and it was 7th and 8th grade. So 7th grade
So she got to play the violin
orchestra.
or something? Or?
Yeah, she fiddles.
Okay.
She any good? She's still not good at it. You said she's put in no time. I thought you were going to give all that back.
she's put in a little more time. They sounded they're
Terrible.
definitely better than the
Why do you
grade
have
school.
to play? I don't get that.
They play it. What
'Cause
the
of
good
libs.
thing is
Libtards made
they
it
keep
so
it
everybody
to an
has to do
hour. It
music.
was a tight program.
Okay.
The whole school did an hour.
Yeah.
Oh. So every class sets up,
Just 7th and 8th grade. So you go 7th grade orchestra, 8th grade orchestra, 7th grade choir.
Oh, you sat through
8th grade choir.
Yeah, can you roll?
Yeah, the whole thing
Just
was an
your
hour.
kid.
Oh, we couldn't roll on the
No.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I would've showed
You
up.
didn't roll. You
No,
could've.
because they don't release the kids until after.
So?
everything.
Uber. I'm done.
You know your time limit. I'm with you.
I'm done.
Your kid
I
can get a
would,
ride.
but it was at AJ High School, Apache Junction High School.
Oh,
for
that's
the-
even
the
worse.
Community center.
So? Your kid can get a ride. Wait, Gilbert Christian doesn't have its own facilities? You spend an
can't
arm
find
and a
those
leg to go to
They
that thing.
choose the acoustics there for some reason. It's the second time I've been there.
To AJ?
Yeah.
You guys spend a fortune to have your kids go to the school.
Oh, there's being a letter is being written.
Yeah. Why are we driving to Apache Junction? There's a whole point of not going to public schools is to stay away from the Apache Junction kids.
Just so they experience that. They know what they have. They
What,
want to
meth?
they just
Yeah.
want to say, here's what it's like if you're going to
Then send them to that school for a week. Make it a field trip.
Scared straight.
Yeah,
There you
scare
go.
them straight. Send them in there with those 22 seniors and have them walk around the school. Well, that's ridiculous. And that's just awful. Did you encourage Kirby to keep going, or did you tell her not so great?
She has I think 8th grade is the final year, then she can choose
Another one.
if she wants to continue.
She won't. You don't see a
Sure.
lot of passion behind the fiddle, do you?
Yeah, no.
No, she's not like walking around
There's some
Charlie
good
Daniels.
plucking and fiddling going on.
at the house.
Yeah, she did a little. She's definitely worked on it more this year than she has in the past.
But is it good, or is it just... Or is she able to...
No, not quite like
Yeah.
that. But I could, this year I could say, oh, I recognize that song. You're playing a song there.
You're actually doing something.
Yeah.
Well, it's still terrible, and I'm sorry for your... It's much worse than what just happened to me. I'd rather have run a train at KDKB, my ass in the air, than go to that.
Well, someone threw out before everything was happening, like, oh, this is going to be 2 hours. I'm like, what?
No. See, that's
It
a rule.
wasn't. Tight.
You saw some people up and walking around. Like, you at least get up and leave.
You got to put the emergency phone call in. Oh, man.
we got to go, and I got to get my
If it was 2 hours, we'd be
And also,
pulling out.
you know what? You release the kids, not you, them. I'll go get my kid when I'm done here.
It's out of safety.
Yeah, I'll go get my kid when I'm done here. I walk backstage, and I'm like, she's done, right? Yeah. All right. So are we. Let's go, Kirby. Well, no, we release the children. You don't release anything. You don't own this kid. This is mine. It's going home with me. And then all the parents are like, hey, that Bogan guy's right. Hey, Riley,
Yeah,
Riley,
it'll
Hannah,
start a
Riley,
trend.
Riley, Hannah, Riley, Hannah. Come over here.
Hayden.
Hayden, Riley. Get over here. We're getting in the Suburban. We're
Logan.
going home. Yeah, I don't know what you mean they release the kids. You go get your kid. I remember in baseball, you had to sit there at that awards thing for all of it. Once you got your trophy and your thing and you sat down, it was over. Everybody to the Pizza Hut. Your team will meet over.
Your former classmate, I believe, still has a half dozen kids at Gilbert Christian.
Who's that?
Swingle.
Oh, the Swingles?
Yeah,
They've got
like a dozen kids. I think.
They steal them. They've got thousands of them. Nobody's uterus can do that many kids. There's no possible way. Yeah, and they're over at that school, too.
I looked at the program. I'm like,
Hundreds of them.
yeah.
They've dominated the East Valley school system for 80 years. The Swingles are everywhere. Well, there you go, Andy. Good for you. Andy's sperm works, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Either that or it's just if you leave your kid out for like more than a half an hour, he claims it. Are they any good at their fiddles?
Yeah. One was
right.
a singer and the other one
No
was
kidding.
fiddling.
And you'd
Yeah.
recognize which ones are what?
Oh, yeah. They all look alike.
They're all Swingles.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, well, good for you. Brady, that sounds like the worst night ever. Congratulations. Where did you go to eat after for a celebration?
Before.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, you're not...
Because we had to drop
Carol?
early. You have to get them there an hour before the show.
Oh,
'cause
you didn't. She didn't eat.
And so we were in AJ, and while in AJ, find a restaurant,
Where'd you go?
Elvira's.
Oh, that's right, because you know the
No
owners.
longer a part of it, but it's still there.
Do you know the owners?
No.
Elvira's.
We went by one.
it
You
good?
would have cracked up. I think it was called Dirty Water Saloon and Pub or something.
That's what they serve.
Pulled into the parking lot and like, oh, it's a restaurant. It looks kind of okay. It looks kind of presentable. And you go around the side and there's a food truck, like a food trailer. So evidently they're prepping the food out there and bringing it in the saloon.
Ugh. The things you'll risk.
We moved on.
You have no care for your body. But even being in that parking lot is dangerous. I'd sooner have sex in Guadalupe. Get that grapefruit on my wang. And Elvira
is an interesting town.
Oh, it's awful. It just needs to be. Everybody in AJ knows it. No, you never get anybody calling up defending the glories of Apache Junction. They know. Nobody wants to move there. You move out, and you'll get that one guy who's got that place way out. Still technically AJ. We got some land and yeah, okay.
You're right up against the mountain.
You're on the mountain. You think you're in Apache Junction. It's been
get on that Apache Trail.
What are you talking about? It's just to get out. To go get
That
lost.
trail's terrible.
You're stuck.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's all bad. Well, congratulations, Brady. I'm glad you spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a year so you can go to AJ to watch your daughter
that's a good
perform.
point.
Yeah, I would call them and tell them, like, why don't we have a facility for 2 grades is all, 7th and 8th grade, and you can't get a concert together? Do it at a park.
Maybe there was volleyball or basketball going on in the...
Oh, so it's like the WNBA. You guys are the Mercury and the sports are the...
Well, yeah, it's
Disney
high
on
school
ice.
band.
Yeah. Nobody wants
Middle
to
school
see
band.
that.
Ew.
Was the crowd favorable? All the parents have to
It was
go.
packed. Yeah.
See, there was a trend going on in the 80s, I thought, there for a while where parents were like, you go. One would go. And then they didn't have to go to all the stuff. Now I think that there's a whole, because of the divorce rate and all that, everybody's in competition to be the better parent. Plus, they all want to be pals. So you saw all the parents.
I think my parents flipped a coin. All right, God damn it,
which
it's
one
my
has
turn.
to drive
Yeah.
me? I can't be home by then. So you get the coin flip and sit and wait through that nonsense.
It's
Ugh.
funny. My dad's truck seemed to always break down during all that
Yeah,
high
it's
school
weird.
and
I can't
junior
do
high
it.
shit.
Slipped a row. Jeez.
Sorry,
Bert.
Man,
Bert's cursing. Yeah.
so relaxed.
You didn't take Kirby to Elvira before.
No.
Okay, yeah, because you can't fill a performer's belly full of
No.
stuff before a show. Maybe a little light something, but you can't go to Mexican food and then expect her to crush the fiddle. She's going to be sweating beans.
Oh, man.
Anyway, sounds awful. The whole night, even Elvira's. Just all of it.
High five.
Yeah, high five.
No
kids.
more.
Yes. I took oxycodone and watched The
No
Sopranos.
FOMO there.
Oh, no. Nobody's. I only think, like, lately I've done that, like with surgery and stuff, but I always think, what if this is the last event I do?
I did meet
What a pathetic
potential
way to go out.
future you,
Oh, yeah?
and it can't be.
Why is that?
But the one guy, I was going up, and he says, "How's John doing?" I go, "Good. Yeah, got the hip done on Friday." I go, I got my hip done last year, then I got the shoulder 3 surgeries.
Nice.
It was a whole.
He's got a whole
rundown.
laundry list.
And that I'm like, if you're like that, like Quint from Jaws,
Yeah.
sharing all
Show
your
the scars.
wounds. Yeah, nothing.
That's why I want my scars. I want good scars.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good one. Got knifed in a bar fight. I'll never tell him it's surgery.
Whipping out scars after a performance.
A kid's performance. That's how boring that is. The guy wanted to show you his scars. Yeah, I wish my kid was never born, I'll tell you that. Tonight's the reason why. Oh, fiddle. And she had options to pick all sorts of different instruments? Or did they like put 3 in front of her?
She could go cello, bass.
Why does it have to be strings?
That's just what they do.
Huh. She couldn't go to a band and play like the sax or something fun?
Yeah, they don't want all that.
No, none of that. Oh, that's sin devil music.
That's
That's
poor
right.
people's instruments, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is interesting. It's all
Yeah.
string, not even
Well, that's
like
the orchestra.
guitar.
The orchestra
Right.
would all be strings. but
It might be easier.
you didn't pay attention. There's a band option, too, I'm sure.
No, because there is no brass in this.
Well, no, this is an orchestra
I don't think
content.
I know, but I don't think they have a separate deal.
No
where they-
kidding.
Yeah.
So it's just
They're
strings?
in high school. It goes into the.
Yeah, but they got to have to learn. They don't just teach you in high school.
You got to come in. You have to
You
know.
got to
the
come in
instrument.
hot.
Yeah.
You can't just pick
I
up a
don't know.
trombone in your sophomore year and go, I'll take this.
Yeah, I got to pay attention.
You got to start learning. I wouldn't learn about it either. And I'd be pointed a different for Apache Junction 7th grade strings night. 7th grade strings night sounds like a tampon thing. Because you know what's going on up there. And you haven't told us yet, but it's up there. Oh, the string section.
Oh yeah, they're out
He
there.
just got it. He hates that. He hates that it's happening. Let's get a wake-up song, shall we? 602-585-9800 is the phone number. You tell us what you want to hear. We'll scream it together. It's 98 KUPD. Wake up!
The best the world has to offer in music, drama, and comedy.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet mesquite, repeat. EricsFamilyBBQ.com.